Good morning everyone and welcome to the second episode of my Berlin road trip. Today I'm heading to the city west of Berlin and will show you some nice places again. Just have to pack my drone because hopefully I can do some nice drone shots again. It's beautiful weather today. Will be 17 degrees, 16, 17 I think. So I hope you enjoyed the trip today. I will take my helmet and off we go. Our first stop today is Berlin's grandest palace, the Schloss Charlottenburg. It was built in the end of the 17th century for Sophie Charlotte. She was the wife of Elector Friedrich III, and this palace was the summer residence of Prussian kings. It survived wars, witnessed empires rise and fall, and now stands as a museum and park for Berliners and tourists. Originally it was just a small summer retreat, but it expanded into a lavish Baroque complex by 1713. The building suffered heavy World War II damage but was reconstructed in post-war. It features a French formal garden and English landscape parks. Inside you can find the porcelain cabinet, the Rococo rooms and the Prussian royal collections. And here you can see the monument of Friedrich, really huge. And some fun facts about the palace. The garden design was inspired by Versailles. And Sophie Charlotte loved music, and the palace once hosted performances by royal musicians. So this is the biggest palace that you can find in Berlin. And if you consider that it was just planned as a summer residence, it got quite huge. So Schloss Charlottenburg, also a must-see in Berlin, very nice place. You can have a beautiful walk in the gardens, they are absolutely amazing. This was the first stage of my tour today, the Schloss Charlottenburg. Beautiful palace, one of the most iconic historical buildings in Berlin. And now we're heading to the next stage. If you are visiting Berlin, then you of course have to take a walk in the green heart of Berlin, the Tiergarten. And in front of me there is the Victory Column, and I think we will have a closer look now. So this is a nice place here. At the center of the Tiergarten you will find the golden goddess Victoria. Atop the Siegessäule she watches over the city. The Tiergarten has over 200 acres of lush parkland. The Siegessäule, the Victory Column, was built in 1873 to commemorate Prussian victories. Originally the column stood in front of the Reichstag, but it moved to its current spot in 1938. The column offers 285 steps up for panoramic views over Berlin. Some fun facts about the Victory Column: its nickname is Goldelse by locals, which is like Golden Lizzie. It was featured in some films like Wings of Desire. The Victory Column was designed by Heinrich Strack and has some beautiful mosaics inside the base. So this was the Siegessäule in Berlin, one of the symbols of our city. And now I think we will have a look at the Gedächtniskirche. It destroyed church, which is right in the center of the West City. And look at this beautiful huge park here, directly in the city center of Berlin. Yeah, and this is here the Tauentzienstraße, the shopping boulevard in Berlin City West. One of the touristic centers. One is in the east and one is in the west. And straight ahead you see the Kaiser Wilhelm Gedächtniskirche. The new part of the church is already under construction again. And behind the church there's a new Waldorf Astoria. Yeah, and as you can see, everything is blocked here. You are not able to enter the area at the church. And this is because of the terrorist attack, I think it was 2016, when someone crashed with a truck inside the Christmas market. And that's why everything is blocked now. Looks terrible, but this is the time we are living in. Yes, in front of the Waldorf Astoria. This is one of the oldest premier cinemas in Berlin, the Zoopalast. And behind the Zoopalast there's the Berlin Zoo. And now I will go for a walk and have a look at the Kaiser Wilhelm Gedächtniskirche. Yeah, here it is, the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church. It was destroyed in World War II and they left it in 1943 like it is, in the ruins. And it's a symbol for peace now. You can see a lot of marks of World War II here in the walls. Here it's written it was built in memoriam for Wilhelm I, king from Prussia. It was built in the years 1891 to 1895. It was destroyed in 1943 by an air attack, by a bomb, and they left it like it is. On the right side of the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church you see the new church. This one was built in 1960 and this one gets a restoration now. And this new building they call lipstick and powder box, because the long one here, this is the lipstick, and on the other side, the left side of the old church, you see the round building. This is the powder box. Funny names. Yeah, and this is the rest of the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church. Destroyed 1943. This is the powder box. The blue stained glass windows inside are absolutely breathtaking. Okay, so this was the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church. I have to leave this area fast now. It's too crowded for me. Too much traffic, too much people. This is not my cup of tea anymore. But I will show you the Kurfürstendamm, the Boulevard Street. And I will do one thing that I always do when I'm here. So here it is, the Kurfürstendamm, the main boulevard of the city west, with beautiful old buildings here. And 20-30 years ago it was everywhere like here on the side. Cafes, restaurants, bars, so there was a lot of, yeah, let's say street life. People watching. Was very pleasant, the atmosphere. But it changed a lot in the last decade, because now most of the shops are designer shops. You can see it here on the right side. One shop close to the other. on both sides, and I think this is something that destroys the life of a boulevard if you only have shops like these super expensive designer shops. And you can see it, not as much people as on the upper part of the Kurfürstendamm here. But now I will do something that I always do when I'm here at the Kurfürstendamm. I will eat a famous Berliner Currywurst. This is a shop here that I know since I'm a young adult. Bieskudamm 195. This place is so old and so famous. Not very healthy, but the taste is so good. Hallöchen, eine Curry mit Pommes bitte. So here it is, the Berliner Currywurst with French fries and mayonnaise. Typical Berlin food, so if you are here, you have to eat a currywurst for sure. Ah, this was so good. Luckily, a few things never change. So if you are in Berlin, you have to go to Bieskudamm 195 for a currywurst. Absolutely a must. And here you can see Dior, Valentino, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Rolex, IWC, Dolce & Gabbana, Prada. Everything here, you name it, all the designer have their dépendances, their shops here in Berlin at the Kudamm. I'm at the end of the Kurfürstendamm now, and I will ride through an area which is absolutely beautiful. Very quiet. I think it's the most expensive area to live in Berlin, but you will see by yourself. A big contrast to what you have seen before, to the touristic and stressful area. So out of the city, and within 1 minute we are here. So this is the Grunewald, a very expensive district. Lots of villas here, but very quiet, very relaxed. No traffic, as you can see. Down here on the right hand side there is a small lake. Hope you can see it. There it is. So beautiful. A little paradise in the city center. The street here is called the King's Alley. And from time to time you see these beautiful villas. And so close to the city center, and 2 minutes away from the Grunewald, which is the biggest forest in Berlin. And this is what makes the living quality in the city quite high. You have a lot of forests, a lot of parks, lots of trees, so it's a very green city. But of course, on the other hand, as you saw before, you have lots of traffic jam like here. So I will end this video here in this beautiful district Grunewald in Berlin. I hope you liked the short trip, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't do it already, please subscribe to the channel so that you can also see the next episode of my Berlin sightseeing tours. And if you are riding, please ride safe. I see you in the next one. Take care and cheers.